Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Minecraft Challenge Survival World. Today, we are going to officially gear up for whatever we're anticipating to come next in this series. So as you'll see here, I've got some netherite scrap that I've smelted down, and that's going to give us 3 ingots along with these gold ingots that we have, and then we've got the materials that we need in order to make our smithing table. So let's go ahead and knock out those items right now. We'll break down our logs into planks first, and then we'll go ahead and throw our iron ingots on top of that to get the smithing table. And then from here, it's just a matter of scattering out these, and it's a generic recipe. You can throw those in any way that you like. And let's go ahead and sleep things away real quick. And then from here, we can set up the smithing table right there. And I feel like the best things for us are definitely going to be, we're going to want to leave this pick undone for a minute because we want to get on breaking and a couple other things on it, and ideally get fortune and efficiency up higher, and that's going to be easier to do when it is a diamond pick. However, this is a decent pickaxe, and if we end up getting an efficiency 4 book, we should be able to do better at it. So we'll go ahead and make the, we'll make this a netherite pick, and then I actually think we want to do the same thing with the hoe, which will give us an achievement or an advancement there. And then since this diamond chestplate is about as good as it's going to get, we're going to go ahead and upgrade that as well. So putting that back on will give us a higher armor rating and a lot more durability on that as well. So now that we've got ourselves geared up a fair amount, the next thing that we're going to want to do is I think we're going to head over to the end so we can make our way out across the portals and then get ourselves a couple of shulker boxes. So before we do that, there's a couple of things that we're going to need to do. First off, I'm going to grab one of the Eyes of Ender that we still have left over. And I don't have obsidian in my inventory, but there's plenty of that we can grab once we are out in the end, because there's those pillars that we can grab them out of. So I'm not really concerned about that. The other thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to bring along with us a couple of these logs. We're going to go ahead and bring, I think, half a stack of logs will be sufficient. And then we'll go ahead and grab one additional log just so we can make ourselves a crafting table. And with that, we should have everything that we need to make our way out into the end. I actually am going to grab a little bit more cooked food because we've got a decent amount, but I don't want to be stuck out there with only having to rely on chorus fruit. Alright, so we're back in the vicinity of the stronghold, which was down through a little drop chute that I believe was just right over here. Yep, right there, that's the hole that we used to enter through. But if you remember, there was a desert temple over here that we did not check out when we originally found it. So let's go ahead and kind of break our way in, just so we can kind of see what loot this place has to offer. So we've got some gunpowder, that's pretty good. We've got some more iron, and I don't necessarily need the sand. Some more emeralds, that's not bad. We'll take the bones from out of here as well. Another enchanted golden apple. I actually think that that's our 3rd one. And some diamonds, always nice to see. Some additional gold. I think we already have gold horse armor, so we're not going to grab that. And then we'll go ahead and drop this cut sandstone to pick up this additional saddle. Now, I'm pretty well stocked up here. But we are going to grab this TNT just because I already had it in my inventory here. And then we're going to make our way back up to the top. And since I can't really hold a lot in my inventory as of now, we will want to make sure that we are crafting the goods that we will be, or the shulker boxes that we're out here to get, and we'll need a place to kind of store them as well. So let's grab a bucket of water here and then make our way down. Well, I know that spiders can spawn in hard mode with different potion effects. I've never seen two invisible spiders appearing back to back, one next to the other. So that's kind of interesting for sure. And then I think we're just back this way. Yep, this all looks familiar here. Now, we're going to be back in this area, but I'm going to drop off a couple of things that I for sure am not going to need here. Because we'll be coming back through here periodically anyway, and eventually I will have kind of another hub that'll bring me right back through to here. So we're going to leave the things that I for sure don't need and don't want to lose. And I actually think that that's a fairly good selection. I am going to grab that iron sword, though, just because that might be a little more beneficial for us once we actually get out here. Man, we are having some real issues loading things in, aren't we? Let's just make our way over here. All right, there is our stairway up to the gateway. So let's get up here and throw a pearl through. And did we get lucky? At a first glance, it does not appear that we did. So let's go ahead and mark where we're at so we can get back here. And then let's start some traversal to see where we are and if we can find a city relatively quickly. Ooh, there is an end ship, which means that there is a city right nearby. And of course, the ship is going to give us the Elytra, which is going to be really nice to have. So let's see if we can make our way over here and get some of this end city loot. That's actually a decently sized one too. Alright, we're going to hope that that will at least get us over there. Oh, it got us right over the top too. Excellent. So, let us start making our way up this little city. And hopefully the shulkers aren't too bad. Now, you can cause shulkers to, or shulkers can duplicate, right, like that. You actually saw that happen with these two hitting each other. Alright, we got hit with the levitation effect here, but that's honestly fine. And then this guy actually teleported away. I don't know where he ended up. Oh, he ended up on the inside here. Interesting. And our first shulker shell is right here. We'll have to see if we get many more of these, because I sure would like to. I actually think that this is the guy that was created by those two Shulkers hitting each other, which is interesting. And now he's out this way. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we got those two. And then there is a shell right here. And then we'll see if this effect expires on us. It just did, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and replace some of these glass panes and windows and such. And then, since we can, let's go ahead and make our first shulker box, because that's going to allow us to free up our inventory space. Okay, we've made it out to our little end ship here. And so let's go ahead and close in on this shulker guarding our grand prize. There we go. Let's have a brief look in here. Nothing super crazy. Sweeping edge and sharpness, that's not terrible enchantments to have. And then we've got our new shiny toy, or a shiny new toy, I guess is the correct way to say that. We'll go ahead and layer in some damage against this guy. No shulker shell on that, but that's okay. Alright, we've got what we came here for, except that last shulker shell that's right there, and apparently that wasn't good enough for it. There we go. Now, if we can get hit by this guy, I can show you the best way for us to get that achievement, because I don't think there's anything else we really need to hold out here for. So just like that, we have the great view from up here achievement, because in reality, the achievement here, if we have a look at it, it says levitate up 50 blocks from the attacks of a shulker. However, it really only calculates the change in altitude. So despite the fact that we went down 50 blocks, it was only looking for that change in height, not a positive change in height. And apparently now I have gotten hit by another projectile from I don't know where, but those things kind of auto-home onto you. So that's just kind of something that you have to be sensitive to and aware of. But that's really everything that I wanted to do here. So I'm going to make my way back towards the gateway. You don't want to watch me do that, but that is what I'm going to do. So by the time I catch up with you again, I will be in the overworld. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a villager that can trade us some Unbreaking 3 enchantments, so we can get that on the pieces of armor or tools that we have missing that, and throw that on this Elytra as well. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for that daily variety content. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye!